interrupt you too. Melissa, you have a canceled. Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for those who are waiting when I wasn't up here yet. For those who joined. But anyway, it was saying like for some reason it was scheduled for 1:30, but it definitely is 1 p.m. So anyway, for those of you who know me and have been watching, I'm Emily. I am a reader here and an employee here at Goddess Elite. Today I wanted to, in the spirit of the season, right, talk about gratitude and how that plays a part in our manifestation process and what that kind of looks like. So while we all might not agree with the historical things of Thanksgiving, I think we can all at least appreciate the concept of, being thankful for what we have, and also, being thankful with our family members and spending time with loved ones. So and be grateful. So definitely can always stand to talk about that in this, with Thanksgiving coming up. So, and a lot of us too who are pagan or, don't always follow those typical holidays, we can kind of liken this, I guess, to Mabon or Mabon, where it's about gratitude, it's about harvest, it's about bounty, right? Abundance. So not only is it about having this, giant spread of food and spending time with loved ones and taking a little bit of a break, food coma as well. So not only is it about that, but also being grateful for the fact that we are allowed to have that in the first place. Being appreciative of the food that's in front of us. And, it is a very, I guess, Christian concept, right? To pray over our food. Or, at least what people think now. When you see someone praying over their food, typically it is with like an organized religion. But you can definitely pray over your food and just say thank you, even if you do not believe in a specific God, even if you're just thinking source energy, whatever feels right to you is right. So always having that feeling of gratitude. So just going to see if a couple more people want to join. Hello. For those joining, we're talking about gratitude today to go along with the very common holiday that we celebrate coming up here in the U.S. We're going to talk about being thankful and being grateful. So I want to start off with I sort of mentioned praying, right? And praying over our food, praying for things and being grateful for what we have. So one quote that I heard that always sticks with me is if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, then that is enough. And that really stuck with me because instead of asking for things and always asking for things because feeling like we're in a state of lack, instead we're saying thank you for the things that we do have and being grateful for what we do have. So one of the readers here, Bree, so she's not here very often, but comes in maybe like one Saturday a month, but she's excellent. And what she kind of taught me to say is never say you're broke, never say you're lacking. You say I'm in between blessings right now. Because you want to always be having that concept of there's more coming. I'm not lacking. There's more coming. Even when I, tip at, like, let's say Starbucks or Dunkin', or when I'm going to get coffee, I tip and I say, here you go, right? I want you to have that. And I'm recognizing that that's going to come back to me at some point. And that's not why I'm doing it, of course, but just having that attitude when you spend money is always good. There is a book that I really like. It's called The Pagan Book of Prayer. And that book often says, or one of the quotes that's in it that I really liked, or a prayer that you can say, is just open hands deserve open hands. So those who give deserve for those hands to be opened back and deserve to also be receiving. So, and all of you feel free to have any, like, if you have anything you want to add, if any of you do like a gratitude journal process, if any of you have just a process of gratitude in general, I would love to hear what you think. I recently downloaded an app, and we're not affiliated with them in any way, but it's called Finch, and it's like a little self-care app, and you have this tiny little bird. Actually, let me see if I can like pull it up really quick on my phone. But you have this tiny little bird, and you start your day and you pick how you're feeling that day. I'm feeling good. Then it kind of has a task of a lot of things that you can do, right? And one of the things on there is called the gratitude vault or gratitude jar. So you're putting in things that you're grateful for. That kind of reminded me of something that I used to do and stopped doing, but I'm probably going to reestablish because it was very helpful for me, was having a specific box or a jar or something that I had. And whenever something really good happened and something I was really grateful for, write it down on a little slip of paper, put it in the jar or box. And whenever I was feeling blacked or feeling like the universe was working against me or feeling like my road wasn't open, I would go back and read everything that was in there so that I could just remind myself things aren't always so bad, right? It always turns around. The wheel always comes back around. And I will be bountiful just as I am lacking in this moment, right? So that always really helped me. And then I tend to burn those at a full moon just to release for the new month and also just say thank you for everything that I got for that moon cycle. So that's kind of the talking I had to do. But I want to talk about a couple of the products that we have that you can incorporate maybe in your gratitude practice. So this one here is called Moonlight Gratitude. So this is a journal. It says nighttime meditations and reflections for better sleep. So what I like about this is it kind of pairs the sleep aspect along with the gratitude aspect. The cover's beautiful, very aesthetically pleasing book to begin with, right? And let's see. And they are like month by month. Okay, but you could also like start anywhere and go back. So that's this Moonlight Gratitude journal that we have here. Journal with the moon and her phases throughout the year. So, and I guess there is a book called The Moonlight Gratitude, and it's just the book, which we only have the journal at the moment, but those apparently work well together. So I want to talk about really quick just how I said how much gratitude plays into part with manifestation. Saying thank you for something that you haven't actually gotten yet, as if it's already yours, is its own form of magic. Truly. So speaking it into existence, right? So that kind of goes into scripting, which I've mentioned before, treating things as if they are already yours. Writing out, I'm so grateful that this happened this way for me. I'm so grateful that I received this thing in an unexpected way. Whatever it is for you that feels right, that's what I would suggest. So kind of piggybacking off of that, I'm going to go into a couple of the items that we have just for manifestation. So the Book of Dreams Come True. So that's always something we want to hear, right? And each page kind of has a little exercise you can do, a shadow work exercise, a manifesting exercise, whatever it is that you want to call it. But basically, yeah, it has something that you can do in there. So this one says, enough is enough. This page is about getting rid of something. It may have been with you for a very long time, or it might have shown up in the past few years. That guilt or shame you have about something, that worry you keep chewing on, the resentment or regret you lug around everywhere you go, so heavy, you're exhausted before the day is over. It's taken enough out of you already, enough of your energy, your hope, and your joy. Don't name it on this page because you're getting rid of it, so you don't need a lasting reminder. Name it in your head and call it on paper. Now describe as creatively as you can how you're going to get rid of it. Set it on fire, throw it in the ocean, launch it into space. Write about how you feel as you watch it disappear from your life and how you'll feel when you're free of it. So, what I really liked about this is they actually don't want you to name the thing that you're trying to get rid of. They want you to just say it and then just write about how you're getting rid of it. And I really appreciate that because you're not putting so much more energy into this thing that is taking away from you, right? You're just saying that I want to get rid of it. I want some change. So that's this book of dreams come true. And it says, but wait, there's more. While you're at it, let some smaller things go too. It's okay to name these ones. If they're keeping you from being happy or being the best version of yourself, it's time to leave them behind. I'm tired of pretending this. I'm tired of wasting way too much time on this. Here's something I'm not going to beat myself up about anymore. I'm done holding myself to this completely unrealistic expectation. So to be honest, I think I sold myself on this book as I'm talking to you all about it. I haven't used it. I just, like, personally, I don't own it. I just have seen it used in the store. But as I'm talking, truly seems like an excellent, excellent book. Write about one or two difficult things that you've already survived in your lifetime. It's called I Am a Survivor. So each one of these has a title, right? I Am a Survivor, Unbreakable. And then it has journal prompts. This is so cool. Beauty all around. This definitely goes into with gratitude too. So make a list of 50 or more things you are beautiful that you think are beautiful or enjoyable to see, hear, touch, taste, or smell. And then think about how you can give those things to yourself in the times that you're really struggling. So if you're somebody where the smell of an orange is very, very appealing to you, you really, really like the smell of oranges, then maybe get some orange essential oil or something like that and have that to kind of act as a reminder about how grateful you are and about the things that you find beautiful. Oh, I love this too. Okay. True words were never spoken. Write down some of the compliments you've received in your lifetime, big or small. They can be from when you were 4 years old, or they can be from today. If you want, you can also make note of who gave you each compliment. And it says my compliments. Since compliments have such a positive impact on people, write down the names of a few people in your life you'd like to compliment and the compliments you want to give them. So that's also showing gratitude, right? You're grateful for the people that are in your life. You're talking about these wonderful qualities that you may have. So this book, I think if you're struggling with self-confidence as well, this is the one. Like, this is the one. There are so many amazing, amazing parts of this book. So this is something I really like too. It talks about new scripts. It says you can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. Many of us react to the same things in the same negative way over and over as if we're following some old script. It's exhausting for us and no fun for the people around us either. Instead of feeling terrible, we can shrug and listen to some music. Instead of yelling, we can take a walk. Let's write some new scripts. The next time I'm discouraged because blank, I'm going to remind myself that blank, and I'm going to do this. The next time I'm angry at blank because blank, I'm going to remind myself that blank, and I'm going to do this. So this is talking about new ways that you're going to react to things. There are so many new scripts that you can write down. There's little meditations that you can write. Writing times that you made somebody else happy. Yeah, I would buy this book for sure. Actually, I probably am buying this book. I'm not actually sure if this one's on the website or not. So if it is not, just send us a whisper or a message. Like I said, comments are welcome. So if any of you have anything to add about this, I would love to hear it. So this is a manifestation journal. I like this other one a whole lot, but this one is very cute too because it is much simpler. So it's kind of shows your week and you just manifest through the week. So, but this is really good for like a daily thing. If you're somebody who likes consistency and you want to continuously see the same thing or write the same things every time, then that would be good for you because you can build that gratitude routine. This is a book called How to Manifest. Boop, boop. Let's see. This is a really cute book too. This talks about more witchcraft stuff than I anticipated, like creating an altar, invoking. There actually too is a part about shadow work, which you all know I will talk about until my face turns blue. And then it talks about fear as well and healing the past from your fear. Basically, I want to talk about too that there are some crystals that you can have that can help you to feel more grateful, to help you to practice gratitude. A lot of the pink ones, the green ones, the heart-centered crystals that we have plenty of. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add? Any comments to bring or give? Add to the discussion here. I do want to hear what everybody else has to say as well. So, how do you practice gratitude? Right. I'm going to talk about, I guess, just like with a gratitude journal, what you would do is you have a specific journal, a specific notebook, whatever it is that you want to use. And so a lot of people just like write down like something that they're grateful for every day. And then what's really cool too is that when you keep doing that, you can go back and notice a trend of the types of things that really bring you joy, the types of things you were grateful for, the people that you might have been grateful for consistently. I think it's really important too to let the people in our lives know how grateful that we are for them. Then I just looked, and this book is only $9.99. This book of Dreams Come True that I was talking about. So that price to me is insane. Again, definitely buying that one, but there were a lot more copies. Would recommend it to anybody who really wants to change the trajectory of their life, to get down to the nitty gritty. So even though this doesn't say it in there and it might not be called that, I definitely would say that that's a shadow work journal. As the person who teaches the shadow work class and as a self-identified shadow work girly, definitely feel like I'm qualified to say that. And like I said, this one here, this How to Manifest, it does have shadow work stuff in there because shadow work and manifesting, it goes hand in hand too, just like with the gratitude thing. So if we feel like we aren't deserving of something, the universe may not give it to us. So gratitude is basically showing that we're deserving of things, showing that we want more of what it is that we're asking for, showing the universe that we appreciate all the things that we receive. I also think it's really important to balance out your giving and receiving, your giving and receiving. So sometimes we give energy and we can be grateful for that. We can be grateful for the energy that we have to give to our loved ones, but we also have to be grateful for the energy that we receive back and show that gratitude too when people show up for us. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add? Or if you'd want to see any of these books again, I'm going to go through them one more time just in case anybody joined. We have the Moonlight Gratitude Journal. This one is very cute, really small, short little things that you can do. So, and that would be like before bed to get yourself in the right mindset. this manifestation journal. This is kind of more of a daily check-in on how you're doing with your manifesting. Then we have how to manifest. So this is a whole book talking about how to manifest, talking about how shadow work comes into play, how fear comes into play, all of these other things as well. So this is a really good one. But then my personal favorite was this book of Dreams Come True that I talked about, where it has so many different prompts, things that we can write about. So if any of you are interested in these things, please just, give us a whisper, message us on our socials, whatever it is. But doesn't look like you all have very much to say. So unless you have any comments or questions, I'm probably going to pop off. I'll give it a couple minutes to see if anybody wants to add anything. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. And again, if you're interested in these, just give us a whisper or a message. But otherwise, we are so grateful for you. And thank you so much for listening. Take care.